Grinding can be a very annoying part of the Elder Scrolls Online. Grinding to level 50 can be done quickly if you know where to go. Don't go to the same grind spots as everyone else. Hitting these grind spots will help you to level 50 faster so you can start playing the game with your new character. The Forgotten Crypts dungeon in Deshaan is probably the most frequented public dungeon in the Elder Scrolls Online. It can be very busy and full of people, but if you can do it in the morning it's almost empty. The reason I add this as number 3 is because not only can you grind the first part of the dungeon, which is many mobs in a circle, but you also have 4 bosses. The bosses drop Mother's Sorrow gear, which is one of the most sought after gear in the game. If you are a Magicka build, this gear goes with almost any other gear in the game. If you are not a Magicka build, sell the gear in the guild store and make money. I would start this dungeon when you start getting champion points. Gain good XP, collect some of the top gear to use or sell in the game. That's why the Forgotten Crypts makes a list. Fort Grimwatch and Reaper's March is a circle around a tree where the mobs spawn continuously. The area is not huge, but is big enough for a group of 2 to gain XP quickly. This area can be run at any level. There are ranged mobs here, so you have to be ready for anything. Just move around the tree and pull the mobs. Outside of the area to the south is a merchant that walks the road so you can repair gear and sell items collected. Alright, we're in Deshaan at St. Veloth, and we're right in the center area right now. There are canfers, they're arranged here, so be careful. Try to get their attention, try to get them, pull them towards you. There's about 10 mobs in this little area here. So once you get them all pulled up, pull them to the center and try to take them down. Be careful of the ranged attack in this area, there's lots of it. Alright, we've got them down. Now the next step we're going to do is we're going to go up to the stairs that are behind me, as you can see here. Alright, run around the circle, go around the Daedric here. There's nothing on the right hand side here. What we're doing is we're going over here to the stairs. There's some stairs to the right here, right in front of us. We're going to pull these guys in. And we're coming up here. There's a clan fear, so be careful. And there's another clan fear that was on the left. And be careful because they will stun you when they jump. And he just stunned me, as you can see. Make sure you break free. Alright, now we're going to get the 2 ranged guys here. And now we hear the next ranged guy. There we go. So now we just follow the path up. Gonna kind of run in a circle here. Be careful because there is a clan fear up here on the top. Right, take him out. Pick up the ranged. Make sure you use a lot of AoE when you pull them in together, because they will take you. Now we just continue straight on the path, right to this center section. Right, the clan fear, he got me again. Okay, keep moving towards the Daedric portal. Pull in these next 2 guys. Okay, now there's 2 clan fears here, so be careful. They will still jump. Put your AoE down. And then just take them out one at a time. Alright. Still another one there. Alright, so now we're moving forward still. Those clan fears get me every time. There are 3 of them, so be careful. Keep your AoE down at all times. That way you can keep hitting and then take out the other guys, the ranged and the melee. Now we go down the stairs here. This area, there's quite a few mobs here, so be on the lookout. Back to the right, there are 2 clan fear. And then as we go forward towards the big mushroom there, there's another clan fear there. Try to get him and pull him in. There we go. And then just start putting your AoE down. Make sure you have a good heal. unless you have a lot of armor. Alright, and that's it. We've come around, all the way around back to the beginning. Now you might have to wait just a minute for the guys to show back up, but we're talking just a few, like 20 seconds, and they'll show up. The Hectahame dungeon in Greenshade, you have to complete 3 quests before you can enter. So if you go to Hectahame and you try to get in, Hectahame Grotto, if you try to get in, you won't be able to get in. So you have to complete the 3 quests first, then you can get in. Once you get in, you're going to have to cross the bridge. The bridge is fairly simple, you know, it's easy enough to get through. But if you do it when you're not in the shadow mode, it is almost impossible. You have to be really, you have to be an 810 to get through it, or you have to be really, really strong. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the doors, into the Hectahame Grotto itself. Once we're inside, we're going to go up here to this point right here where we have to pick up these 3 crystals. Okay, so we're going to talk to Indorir, however you say his name. Okay, now where we need to go is right up there, up that hill right there. That's the Arboretum. That's where we need to get to. Okay, so once we get to the Arboretum, we're going to go in, and you're actually going to pick up the crystal all the way in the back. Then you're going to come out, put the crystal in to the slot, and then you're going to go back into the Arboretum. This way you can have this mode here. Now, there are guys to the left, to the right, in both of these little alcoves. So you're going to pick them up first. Then you're going to go straight around the corner to the right. You're going to pick up these guys. Optimal would be pulling these guys more into the hallway if you could. That way you don't have to go back and kill them. The ranged guys aren't too hard. Just keep your blocking up and any shields that you may have. Pick up your gear and continue on through. Now the next corner, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull the first guy we see. There are some guys to the left, and there's a couple skeletons to the right, but you have to actively hit them to get them to come out. Okay, now we're going to pick them up, pull everybody back to where the skeletons were if you can. That way you pick those up too, and then take them down. Dropping your AoE and picking them up. Keep an eye out for the ranged, because they will get you. You can look at my health, it keeps going down constantly, because they are hitting me pretty hard. Okay, pick up your gear. Make sure you got everybody before you left, because I'm about ready to get hit in the back here. There he is. Take him out, just so you can get all the skill points, or all the experience points. Okay, now what you're going to do here is you're going to enter the room, pick up the first guy, go down the right side. There's little alcoves on both sides, so you're going to pick up the guys in the first one, the second one, and then you're going to run right straight through this little tunnel and pick up these guys here. And you're going to go up over the water and start picking up the guys from the alcoves on the other side. But you don't actually need to go into the alcoves. You can just range attack them, and they'll come running to you. Okay, get stuck here. And there we go, then we got out. Okay, keep an eye on your health, because you are going to be attacked by a lot of people here. Okay, and there's a guy on the alcove to the right here. Got to get him too, 2 skeletons. And we're going to try to pull them all down here in the center to get the other skeletons that have to be directly attacked. There we go. And then we start taking them out. Use the heavy AoE here if you can, so you can take out multiple at one time. Watch for the ranged, and then pick up the ranged. Now they will fall in different places. It doesn't mean that they're going to fall in the same place every time, like I did. So the further you pull them in, the further they'll come into the water. Okay, so once these guys are done, after you cleaned up the room, there's a lot of guys here, so you got to just make sure that you got them all. Okay, now we're going to go back to the opposite hallway in which we came in. Going to pull this, there's a skeleton here, going to pull him. And then we're going to pick up the guys. There's guys on the right. And then there's guys on the left here in the other alcove. And there's another skeleton on the right hand side. There's a guy on the corner, and then there's a skeleton way down the hallway. You can range attack him and get him, pull him in, and then take him down. This dungeon is giving me a lot of XP. Only problem is you have to do the 3 quests first. That's the only reason why most people won't do this dungeon, but if you take the time and do the 3 quests, you will have a lot of XP gain. Number 1 on my list is Willowgrove in Reaper's March. It is an area with many high-level mobs for more XP. There are frost, fire, and storm afternox in the area. Enter the area and move to the right, and you can pull between 4 to 6 mobs at a time and get about 5,000 XP for each pull. You can pull mobs 5 to 6 times for a total of 45,000 XP run for the area. Be careful not to pull too many because the ranged fire afternox will overwhelm you. Try to kill them first, then get the others. The area will also help you get the Daedra Slayer achievement for killing Afternox. Get an achievement, gain XP. Don't forget about the little cave area to the right when you enter. Do you know of any good areas to gain XP? If you do, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.